Area football. Now, this is the Area Online and Playback High School Football Game of the Week on Eastern Iowa's high school sports play-by-play leader. Area football from KMCH Sports is brought to you by the KMCH Sports Boosters and by this week's game sponsors. Now, with all the action, here's KMCH Sports Director John Swisher and company.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to St. Ansgar. This is Kevin Shipman, along with the head coach of the Northland Lynx, Coach Jared Collum here. We're about 9 miles or so south of the Minnesota border, and we are almost in blizzard conditions. We've got a lot of snow coming down, Jared.
Yeah, it's we shut the light off up here in the press box, Kevin, just to look up at the lights, and it's coming down, pretty well. I wouldn't cut quite blizzard yet, but it's really picking up, and it's definitely snowing, not rain.
They had snow on the ground this morning, but it's melted away here. And, of course, we've got the wind going from our right to our left. It's going to be a big factor here. Both teams predominantly on the run, though. So we'll see who's going to get the opening kickoff as both the captains come out. Nice to see everybody here in red. East Buchanan with their white tops and red bottoms and the white helmets. And St. Ansgar in all red with the white numbers. Field conditions, you were down there on the field earlier. Looks like they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, we went and checked out the field a little bit. I noticed in week 8 they played a game. I watched a little film this week over at West Hancock, and the field got chewed up pretty good. It looks like St. Ansgar has won the toss, and they are going to receive going into the wind. So East Buck will be going from our right to left, Kevin, with the wind at their back. But, yeah, I checked out the field. Really good shape. It is wet. It's not wet underneath. So footing should be okay. The ball's going to be wet. But, on the way up here, Kevin, we put the over-under on passes. And I picked the 5. I picked the 5 number on passes. No, it was turnovers.
Turnovers, 5 turnovers, yeah.
So passes thrown, I was going to pick a number. Let's go with 7. 7 passes thrown tonight.
I'm going to say as long as you got the wind at your back, you're probably going to throw it. Although it's almost going across the field, looks like.
The fourth in from East Buchanan, across from it's going right into their face. As it snow, it's really quite miserable.
It's almost like the same consistency of a fog machine.
It is.
If you're at a rock and roll stadium and you've got a live show, that's how much it's coming down. Now, you got to introduce, too. We got another special guest here helping us out spotting tonight.
We got our spotter, my son, 8th grader, Tate Collum. He's right behind us. He's made 3 trips to the car. He only lost the car keys once, Evan. We would have had to walk to Minnesota or back home to Independence.
And here we have the opening kickoff, and the official said, no, this is not started yet here.
The scoreboard's not set up yet, but East Buck's ready to go.
So picking off from our right to our left, the Bucks are. They've got that strong wind at their back, and I believe it's in the 20s, gusting up into the upper 20s. So it's going to be unusually weird weather conditions here.
Kickoff field by St. Ansgar there, and they run up the middle. Tackle made by East Buchanan. Looks like number 7. Oh, that's number 1, the quarterback.
And so here we go, 1st and 10 here as we begin the contest. So 1st and 10 at the 30. Let's see, what would they spot that at the 25-yard line?
25.
So 1st and 10 at the 25 to begin the ball game.
East Buchanan coming out in their 5-man front. Looks like it's going to be a 53 defense.
Wide out to the right side. We've got that wishbone. Hand off to the halfback on the right side. Goes to the left side. So I'll pick up a 3 on the play. So let's take a look at the starting defense for the Buccaneers. At linebacker, Spencer Cook. At defensive end, Nolan Meyer. At center, or at corner, Jake Ohl. At end, Nathan Schmidt. At corner, Max McGraw. At nose, Brandon Nunemaker. At linebacker, Heath Weber. At defensive tackles, we've got Riley Reck and Taylor Fox. At safety, Blaze Fangman. And at linebacker, James Mossman. Hand off right side, a pick up of 3 on the play, 3rd down.
That's Van Vliet off right tackle again, Kevin. Both times power to the right, 36 power over to their right, East Buchanan's left side. We're going to bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for this St. Ansgar team that's got a rusher that's rushed for over 1,200 yards. Out of the wishbone ball, and the near hash mark going from our left to our right. Around the right side, left side it goes, and they are going to stop him. We're going to give him the 1st down, just by inches.
That's the Dylan Smith off left A-gap there. And he's going to go ahead and pick up that first down. Dayton Smith. That's your 1,200-yard rush.
Yeah. First down, 1st and 10 with 10:45 to go in our first quarter. Buccaneers on defense with the wind at their back. Wide out to the left side, ball in the near hash mark out of the wishbone. Quarterback hands off to the fullback this time. Nope, going to fake it and hand off to the halfback on the right side. It gets across the 40. A pickup of 6 on the play. So let's take a look at the offensive lineup for St. Ansgar. Wide receiver, Even Kirchgotter. At quarterback, Colin Kramer. At fullback, Dayton Smith. Running back, John Van Villiet. At Jack Sievert. At tackle, Hunter Techmeyer. At guard, Garrett Coaster. At center, Dylan Hanna. At right tackle, Dylan Biffen. Right guard, Noah Bishop. And at end, Nicole Bork. 2nd down and 3 from the 42 with 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hand off to the right halfback. Picks up big yardage across midfield. Breaks a tackle. The 40, the 30, the 25, the 20. 15, 10, 5. He's in for the score. Yeah, Van Vliet broke a tackle. That guy had him wrapped up. Broke a tackle there at the line of scrimmage and went in. So 57-yard run with 9:52 to go in our first quarter. And so that's Van Vliet. I guess he ran. Basically, he broke him knee free with a high knee kick.
Yeah, he's a high knee runner like a Roger Craig type. Yeah, old school. Yeah, he broke that first tackle and it was off to the races. Like you said, 57-yard run. I had him at a 5 or a 6-play drive for a touchdown.
Point after 10th up into that win, and it's good. So 7-0 the score here with 9:52 to go in our first quarter. And so St. Ansgar on top. Not what the Bucks really wanted to have happen.
Definitely not how Coach Alden wanted to start defensively. They made them earn the first down. They got into a 3rd and 1 situation. They got it by inches. The second set of downs there, they got a 5-yard carry, and then Van Vliet busts one.
I'm going to say he had him wrapped up too, but he just got those knees turning and just literally kicked him with his thighs out of the way. Big, strong runner. I'd like to thank these area sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. We've got Clock Production Services, Cy and Charlie's, East Buchanan Telephone, Wapsie Valley Creamery, and Winthrop Locker. Boy, it does feel like a locker here. It's
I'm glad we're not I know we're not outside, Kevin, but it's still chilly up in this press box.
Yes,
every once in a while we get one of those 25, 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and you can feel this thing shake.
Yeah, you can. It's coming down yet. Those snow pellets let it up a little bit, but it's still coming down in strong gusts here. You're starting to see a white coat on the field, actually.
Yeah, you are. It's starting to stick.
Yes, it is. Like, it's nice to see the bleachers nearly filled across the way here for the Buccaneers. They all probably sat in their car, and then they came up at the...
that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah, it got a nice crowd across the way. About a 2-hour drive from Winthrop up
this
way.
We made it about an hour and a half from Independence.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, it took another 15 minutes.
Not too bad. And so here we go, kicking off into the wind. The Saints are going to be caught at the 25, far side of the field, the 30, the 35, out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line.
A nice field position here for East Buchanan. Let's see what their version of the wishbone brings about. It's a little bit different. St. Ansgar runs the wishbone to get a little bit more option going. Although they did run power 3 times there, East Buck's going to run wishbone to run power and dive.
And so here we go. The Bucks with their first play from the line of scrimmage. Out of that wishbone. We'll get to the starters here in just a minute. Hand off a little bit of a counter play off right guard tackle gap. Picks up 3 on the play. So at the starting quarterback for East Buchanan, Spencer Cook. At wide receiver, Jake O. At tight end, Nathan Schmidt. At running back, Max McGraw. Brock Neighbor and Brandon Nunemaker, they'll be all running. At tackle, Heath Weber. At center, Luke Recker. At tackle, Juan Castillo will come in. Riley Reck at guard. Alex Gens at tackle. Taylor Fox at guard. And running back James Mossman.
East Buck starts off back-to-back. Nunemaker runs off right tackle, Kevin.
So a pickup of 2 on the play.
You're going to be on a 3rd and 4. They're trying to do the same thing St. Ansgar did, just power their power back in that bone right off right side. The big side for East Buchanan is behind Fox and Rack at guard.
Big play here at midfield. 3rd and 4 at the 45-yard line with 8:52 to go. Hand off right guard tackle gap. Surging forward. Should pick up the first down.
First down there, another right tackle. Probably that guard tackle gap, and that looks like that was number 28, Brock Neighbor, for the first down run.
So the Bucks a little bit of a counter play off the right side here. So first and 10 at midfield. Ball just shy of the 50-yard mark, but right in the top of that crown, they've got the Saint symbol there. The same symbol that New Orleans has, except that it's painted red.
It was bright red when the game started. It's getting a little
frosty, isn't it? Pass play, quarterback slips, then he's trying to get rid of it again. Then he's going to have to scramble, goes down here.
Well, he lost that ball twice, blown it back to, just couldn't grip it, lost it twice, had to recock, tried to throw it again and lost it again, and then tried to run and goes down with the sack. I was just going to say when Coach Schaefer was going to try to open up this pass game with the win.
Second down and a loss of 3. Now, there was double coverage over there, so it would have been really interesting if he could have got rid of it.
It was a one-receiver route. So, St. Ansgar jumped it right away. If you're going to send more than one guy out, they're just going to double you up.
So here we go. Second down and 14 at the 47 with 7:59 to go. The Bucks trail by 7 here in the first quarter. Toss to the halfback around the left side. Straight up the hole he goes. Down to the 45, down to the 43. Great run there.
Nunemaker's listed at 5'7", 175, and if he's 175, I don't know, but he runs really, really hard. Very impressed with him. He's a senior. Not a real big guy, but boy, he's a little bowling ball.
Third down and 3 at the 47 with 7:32 to go. The Bucks on the ground here, moving away, and it is getting frosty out there. The ground is starting to turn white.
Whole new set of backs in.
Under center the quarterback. Maybe they're keeping him warm that way. And hand off right, hard tackle gap, trying to fight his way forward. Falling forward, not going to make it, it looks like.
Looks like Nolan Meyer on the carry, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 at about the 42.
Meyer has rushed for 400 yards coming into the night out of 63 carries. So it's 4th and 2 here. You punt the ball, it's going to probably go in the end zone, isn't it?
They're not punting here. There's no way Coach Alden's punting right here. He wants to answer that big score by St. Ansgar.
Down by 7. They've got the wind at the back here for another 6:46, and then we've got to flip it around. So here we go. Big play for the Bucks. Ball in the near hash mark going from our right to our left. Wind at their back. Quarterback under center, Spencer Cook. Hand off left side. Fighting forward. Should have the first down.
Neighbor in off that. That's like a halfback dive to the left side, right behind Big Taylor Fox there at left guard. Looks like Buck picked up the first down with Neighbor.
Good news for Bucks fans as it's 1st and 10 right at the 40-yard line. So it's 6:33 to go and counting down here. Of course, you got to score while you got that wind at the back. Although the Saints proved that they don't have to have that wind at your back here. So out of the wishbone, both ends in tight. Quarterback under center. Counter play off the left guard. Tackle gap spins and breaks one tackle, then a second. He's into the secondary. 20, 15, 10. 4 short.
Just short on the 1. That's Max McGraw down to the 1-yard line. Good run by the Bucks.
Bucks have been going power. They ran the counter play off the short side of the field. And at the short side, that leaves no angles. And they literally sprinted through that secondary and tripped up, stumbling forward at the goal line.
Kevin, they ran that right over top of Big Noah Bishop, number 76, 6'2", 331.
He's a big boy. And they've got chili dogs, by the way, here tonight.
Tate.
Get your son brings a couple chili dogs at halftime. Out of the wishbone here. 1st and goal to go at the 1, diving into the right side. Surge forward, and they're going to peel him off.
Come up to the spot. That was Neighbor right behind Fox. Wait, how do you spot it that close?
It's close. It tends to be markedly a left foot or right foot.
Inches. It's inches, Kevin.
So it's 2nd and goal to go, less than a yard. Wind at the back here once again. Bucks trying to answer back from that big 57-yard touchdown run by Van Viet. So here we go. 2nd down and goal to go from inside the 1 out of the wishbone. And handoff right guard, tackle gap in, standing up, touchdown, Buccaneers.
Nunemaker offside tackle, number 33. They're going to really rely on him tonight.
So 5:15, the Bucks answer back. Nunemaker, 1-yard run. Point after tip will be to tie it up, or they go for 2 here. Bucks have a powerhouse as far as a point after, extremely accurate former soccer player who stepped onto the field for the Bucks this year.
Not only that, he aced the SAT, Kevin.
He did?
This kid aced the SAT.
Oh my gosh! Point after is up, And it is through, and we're tied up 7-7 with 5:15 to go in our first quarter.
I had that as a 9-play, 64-yard drive around that area there, Jeff. They started about the 40. They started at the 40. Yep. Yes, 40-play, 60-yard drive, and Nunemaker 1-yard touchdown run.
How big is it to answer back from a touchdown in the first drive?
That's huge for East Buchanan, Kevin. You come into a game, you have the ball. St. Ansgar gets the ball first. You want to come out and get a 3-and-out, or at least get a stop, force them to punt, and they bust a long one. Mentally, especially with the snow coming in and the wind, really huge for the psyche and the momentum for East Buchanan for getting that touchdown.
Interesting situation pregame. The Saints went into that building over there, but Coach Alden kept his players out here the entire stretch of the game.
You mean the building that looks like an indoor practice facility?
Yeah,
there's about 40 yards long.
Yeah, across the way. Yeah, absolutely. That long thing, that long pole shed.
Interesting kickoff return. It looks like they're a 3-2-2-2 return team here.
They do. They have 8 return men, only 3 at the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Kick. It's going to be bouncing. Oh, they're going to catch it outside the 25, looking for a place to go on the near side of the field, out to the 30, and tackled at shy of the, just across the 25, knocked out of bounds. They're going to say probably about the 27.
That was Kiercutter on the return. It looks like they're going to start. I got you at about the 25-yard line. Is that
I think that's 26. So similar where the Saints took over last time. The last time they started the 25, got a score. This time they're starting over at the 26.
East Buchanan staying in that 5-3 look. Shaded nose. Slant to the left.
Off the right guard tackle gap across the 35. Quarterback for St. Ansgar's Colin Kramer. Rushed for 433 yards. Doesn't pass a whole lot. 415. He is the quarterback, though, as he's got a prolific runner, and Dayton Smith has rushed for over 1,200 yards.
You know, it's interesting. Kevin Smith's only touched the ball once, and it's been Van Vliet they've been relying on so far this game.
Out of the wishbone, wide up the far side of the field. Fake to the hand up the fullback, then hand up the right halfback across the 40 out to the 43.
That's Van Vliet again off right tackle.
4:41 to go in the first quarter. We're knotted up 7-7 here in the first round of the Class A football at St. Ansgar, Iowa. Snow coming down here about 9 miles south of the Minnesota border.
We had a 32 degrees at kickoff. Real feel at 22. Winds coming out of the northwest at 25 mile an hour, Kevin.
Out of the wishbone, wide out to the left side of the field. 4:21 to go. Hand off now to have back up the left side. So, Jared, they did push the way out the left side here, close to another first down.
And that's that Jack Seaver. He's the other up back, in the halfback in that bone formation. So Van Vliet and Seaver as the halfback, and Smith is your fullback, really relying on those halfbacks. Now, maybe East Buchanan said, we're going to take the fullback away from you, and St. Andrew's going to scratch where it itches and take the off-tackle stuff.
And it worked for them last time, as they did have that quick score. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the wishbone, wide up the far side of the field. Fullback slip, could be a pop ball on the play there. As the fullback, as he was getting the handoff, slipped and went straight down, so we're going to be a loss of a half a yard.
Field conditions now getting a little slippery. It's not muddy, but you can see the snow sticking on the ground. You can see where they're running in off the field. You can see tracks from both sidelines, Kevin. We're going to have a white field here by the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looks like kind of like if you get up in the morning, it's a light frost.
Yep.
Right now, we just kind of get white everywhere. Wide out to the far side of the field, ball on the far hash mark from our left to right. Into the wind, the Saints go. Half back on the right side now. Right bounces out. That's caught from behind. Could have broke it loose, but a big tackle there by Spencer Cook.
And 76, Riley Reck was there too. Lost on the play. That's one of those plays where that guy doesn't tackle him. Van Vliet's gone.
He's gone again. Absolutely. Yeah, you can come up from behind, stood him up there, because there was nobody here for containment on this short side of the end. Got sucked in, and there was nobody on the outside here. 2:54 to go in our first quarter, tied up 7-7. Wide up the far side of the field, ended tight on the right side. Ball in the middle of the field. Fake to the fullback, hand off the right halfback. It was right guard tackle guy. No, it's going to be down. Actually, a loss on the play. Actually, it's going to be Colin Kramer, the quarterback, kept it, didn't he?
Nathan Schmidt, yeah, the quarterback kept it. The left defensive end, Nathan Schmidt, made a heck of a play staying home on that quarterback keep.
So actually pulled it out of the hands. They run this option. That time the quarterback decided to keep it. Probably the first time he did today. 4th down and 11 at the 47. And so the punter standing back with his heel just across the 35. Punter is the quarterback, though, so the Bucs have got to be always ready for that fake. And so it's going to be, he falls down. That's it. He's done. It would have been a fake.
Wow, they were he's a rugby punter.
Oh, you're right. Yes,
we watched that warm-ups. He's a rugby punter, so he likes to get a run at it. He just slipped on the snow-covered turf, and now East Buchanan with excellent field position at the St. Ansgar 37.
Yeah, at the 37-yard line. The punter slips on that frozen tundra out there. You can kind of let that moisture just kind of making it tough. So a slip on the punter. And here we go. 2:05 to go. Bucs have a handoff inside. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play.
McGraw on the carry. He's getting about 1. See what East Buchanan comes back with. They're doing a lot of mass substitutions with their backs. But Coach Alden Coach Schaefer really trying to keep those backs fresh all game long.
2nd down and 8 at 36 with 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Knotted up 7-7 out of the wishbone ball in their hash mark from our right to our left. Hand off to the left halfback who cuts around the right side with 2 lead blockers and the other backs. Back to the line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd down.
That was Brock Neighbor off right tackle. Gain a very short game. He's going to bring up 3rd and long for East Buchanan. Got a score update, Kevin. Yes. Cascade strikes early with a 75-yard touchdown drive.
Wow.
They're up 7-0 in Cascade.
So, Cougars looking good early. 3rd down and 8 at the 36 with 1:12 to go here. Both teams keeping the ball on the ground. It's moving along quite fast here this first quarter.
Kevin, neither of these teams want to get behind the chains, and East Bucks definitely behind the chains right here.
Out of the wishbone, 3rd down and 8. Fullback goes in motion. Pass play across the middle. Good for the first down.
Pop pass.
Nice pop pass on the slant. It down to the 25. So the Bucs strike with the first pass completion of the night. Good for 10 yards, and it's 1st and 10.
Tight end Nate Schmidt on the pop pass. Still haven't got number 8 interjected into the game yet. Look for something coming from here close to the goal line with the wind at their back still here for another 48 seconds.
7-7 here at the 25. Both ends in tight. Hand off the right halfback goes up left center guard gap. Down to the 20.
Number 7, Meyer, for about a 5-yard gain. I'd have him at. Good run there by Meyer. East Buchanan's line really getting a nice push on the defensive line of St. Ansgar, including the big number 76 there, the 331-pounder at right defensive tackle.
2nd and 5 at the 20, under 20 seconds to go. Now wide ball to the wide side of the field. The wide out is a ball between the hash marks. Hand off the right halfback who goes up the right guard center gap. Maybe picks up a yard on the play.
Nunemaker on the tackle, or on the carry.
And that looks like it's going to bring our first quarter to a close here. And so our score knotted up here at St. Ansgar in the first round of Class A football, 7-7. We'll take a break and come right back. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
East Buchanan Telephone wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. East Buchanan Telephone Cooperative, your total communication source in Winthrop. Call 319-935-3011 today. Good luck from East Buchanan Telephone.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
And up to the left side, the Bucs pick up the first down and pick up about 4. So the drive continues now. The Bucs have got to face that biting wind and that snow as it continues to come down.
I think it's coming down. I just mentioned during the break there, Kevin, I think it's coming down a little harder tough run there by Max McGraw in the one hole in between guard center. So East Bucky's still driving 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12. Hand off the right guard. Tackle gap to the outside, little of a counter play. Maybe a loss of 1. So that's our game, the first drive here of the game. And St. Ansgar scored on a 57-yard touchdown run by Van Viet. And then the Bucks came back, and Nunemaker on a 1-yard plunge with 5:15 to go. And then the Saints forced to punt. Punter slips down, and here we go. The Bucks whip the ball off that drive. 11:13 to go in the first half. 7-7 the score out of the wishbone. Quarterback under center. Hands off to the halfback on the right side. Goes left side. Great penetration by St. Ansgar. Simply just throttled that play.
Noah Bishop, 6'3", 331, swallowed him up, and we couldn't see Max McGraw anymore.
He was just covered with the crimson red. So, yeah.
That's a big dude.
He is. Kind of swallowed him up. 36 to go and counting here. Ball in the far hash mark. 3rd down and 10 at the 12. Wide out on the right side and inside on the left. That tight wishbone. Quarterback's going to pass. Down and out. It's going to be caught. Inside the 10, down to the 7.
A great catch by number 8, Jake Cole. Not going to pick up a first down, but he went up and over the defender, kind of reminiscent of that catch he made against Wapsie for a touchdown in that Wapsie Valley game.
Okay, so he goes up and extends over the top. Great athletic position there.
An outstanding athlete, and he'll make any catch you need. Had 3 catches in the last drive to go ahead and beat Alburnett towards the buzzer down 6-0 in the mud. In that Alburnett game, they won 7-6.
Now here's the situation. The Bucks, it's 4th and 4 at the 7, and they are going to set up the field goal attempt. Now, we've got an outstanding point after attempt kicker, field goal kicker here, and here we go. Into a biting wind, this is going to be a 25-yard field goal attempt. Snap is good. Hold is down, kick is up. And it's going to push off to the left side. Wind really got a hold of that. It would have been good on a calm day, but this wind is going to go from the diagonal right to left. So it will be 1st and 10 Saints.
So 1st and 10 Ansgar. I had 8-play drive for East Buchanan there after the St. Ansgar botched punt. So St. Ansgar is going to take over at their own 10-yard line, Kevin, with the wind at their back. Boy, interesting call there by Coach Alden going for that field goal into that biting wind at only 4th and 4, where you can pin them either way. That's a 50-50 call, I think.
Well, you got a lot of confidence in the guy. He's been outstanding, but it's simply that ball literally got pushed a good 15 yards.
They get the ball back at the 20.
At the 20, right. Inside 20, inside the 15. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 20 now. 9:43 to go. Saints in the first half tied up 7-7. Half right tackle. No gain on the play.
Good play by Taylor Fox to get a piece of that ball carrier in the backfield. It was Van Vliet again. Boy, they've been really relying heavily on number 26, Van Vliet, and not Dayton Smith, the 1,200-yard rush.
You kind of wonder, maybe is he injured, or do you think that
I think Buchanan's just doing a real good job stopping the dive, and what they're hoping for is to lull you to sleep and hit you with a big one.
Gotcha.
With number 21.
Wide out on the right side of the field, ball going from our right to our left. The Saints hand off to the 3rd man, threw off that wishbone. Fullback dives forward. Left halfback comes through and blocks. The right halfback follows the left halfback out to shy of the 25-yard line. That carry. So 1st and 10. No, I'm sorry. 3rd down and 7 now for the Saints.
East Buchanan's defense doing a great job stopping that fullback. Even when they fake it to Smith as the fullback, he's got 2 or 3 guys on him. Number 55, Weber's just focused in on him.
Wide on the right side, wing goes in motion from left to right here. 2nd man through on our short side of the field. He's going to be made some contact shy of the 30. So the Bucks defense is prevailing once again here. Great team tackle that time. Bucks stayed home and did not allow Jack Sievert to make that first down. So it's 4th down and 2.
See what kind of call Coach Clevenger goes with here. 4th and 2 from his own 28-yard line. Does not look like the punt team is out there, Kevin. They're going to go for it.
Going to go for it here. Home field here, wide on the right side. They needed less than 2 here. And do we have a timeout? Looks like it.
Looks like he changed his mind or he wants to talk about it.
Going to talk about it. So we'll take a break, too. 8:08 to go in our first half. Scores 0-7-7 here. East Buchanan and the Saints of St. Ansgar. You're listening to the first round of Class A football on 94.7 FM, KMCH.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
8:08 to go in the first half. 4th and 1 at the 28-yard line. The Saints looked like they were going to go for it. Then we have a timeout. And let's see what's going to happen here. They still look like they're going to go for it here. So we've got that wishbone wide out on the right side. The Bucks with that, their linebackers up tight. Looks like they might send a blitz. Hand off to the right halfback. Over the left side. Got the first down, diving forward. Out to close to the 40. A pick up about 10 on the play.
Kevin, they had a piece of him in the backfield. I can't quite catch the number on. Who stuck through there? Was it Nunemaker?
Yeah, I think it was.
32. Mossman
had him.
Mossman had him in the backfield and just slipped off. In number 41, Sievert. That's Sievert. Left tackle picks up the first down.
So wide up on the right side, out of the wishbone ball in the near hash mark. 7-7 the score. 5-man front. It's going to be a pass play. Single coverage, double coverage. Man's going to run underneath it. He catches it inside. No, drops it. He caught the ball and dropped it before the second foot came down.
Boy, that'd have been a huge play on that right side, Kevin. Number 4, that's Kiercutter. Had it in his hands and just dropped it. Boy, looking back over his shoulder there, right into where that wind's coming from. Maybe the snow definitely part of the problem there.
But, the angle of the pass follows the direct flight of the wind.
Right.
So smart move by the coach, making a great call off that passing route. Right out on the right side, winging the motion from left to right. Counter play here around the short side of the field. It picks up to it is loose. And looks like the Crimson. St. Ansgar falls on top of it. Yes, those tackles love faulting Noah Bishop.
Good job by
fumble recovery, right guard.
Good job by Riley Rex there, kind of blowing that up on the counterplay. That was a double wing. First time we've seen the single back double wing from St. Ansgar. We saw it in warm-ups. See if they go with that more here, or nope, it's going to be wishbone again.
7:16 to go in our first half. 7-7 the score. Second man through on the right side picks up the first down. So the halfback used the fullback dive. The right halfback came forward as a lead blocker. Left halfback followed him off the right guard tackle gap. Oh, they're going to see short now. It's 4th down and inches.
Fox gets up limping there. Kevin, number 79, the big defensive tackle, right guard for you. They can't afford to lose him. Looks like a left ankle or knee. Right now, he's waving off the sideline. He didn't want to come out, but boy, he can't put much weight on it.
No, he can't. Maybe it's good that they're going to get this measurement. He got to shake it off. Get it shaken off here. So
they're going to see why St. Ansgar likes to run to the right. That's the right tackle, Noah Bishop, the big dude at 331.
And look at that, how close it is. They are
just short.
They're going to. I believe it was probably 2 inches.
2 or 1. I agree with that.
Close.
But if Tate had his binoculars out, you'd have told me.
Where's your man here, the spotter? Our spotter. He's got the binoculars out now. 6:50 to go in our first half. 7-7 the score here. 4th down and 2 inches right at midfield.
Another huge 4th down play here for this East Buchanan defense. I've got St. Ansgar at 2 for 2 so far on 4th down.
This is going to be tough to stop. All the Bucks do have that 5-man front, and we're going to have a timeout here once again by the Saints. I'd like to take this time to thank these area sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Crop Production Services, Sly and Charlie's, East Buchanan Telephone, Wapsie Valley Creamery, and Winthrop Locker. 4th down and inches at the 50-yard line. 7-7 the score. What you give up here if you don't make it is possible field position, as a punt could pin it down here. But it's playoffs. And you cannot not go for this.
Nobody's punting this. 4th and inches from the 50. This is a no-brainer.
And that wind and that snow. The snow is getting thicker. It's so thickening. It's no longer, it kind of was like sleety snow. Now it's starting to float and whirl around.
You know, the funny thing was, Kevin, 5 minutes, 10 minutes before we went on, you looked at your radar and you said, I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Precipitation-wise.
Yeah, but this stuff's underneath the radar.
This was a day job there.
Yeah. Now you're starting to see tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the field. You can see where the tracks where players have run. Everything out there, wherever somebody stepped, it's green. Where they haven't, it is turning white.
This is where the old toes and fingers are, they're frozen.
So here we go. Now, you're going to pinch in. What are you going to do? You're going to pinch. You got the nose. You're going to pinch your tackles in, bring the linebackers up.
I think a quarterback sneak here is what's coming, but it could be Smith, too.
Fourth in the short guard. Hand off the fullback right side, and he's got it. It's almost impossible not to pick up two, except if you might have a fumble on the play.
That kid's 5'10", 200, 195, 200. He's a moose in there. One of the top rushers in the state. He also runs the low hurdles. So he's the man for this St. Ansgar offense. But so far tonight, it's been Van Vliet. Smith on a couple of 3 or 4 carries for first down.
Wide out on the right side. When at the back, the Saints moving towards the end zone. From our right to our left here, 6-11 to go in the first half. Halfback on the right side, big hole to the left side. Still on his feet down to the 35. A pickup of 15.
So that's Sievert on the run off left tackle. It looks like the East Buchanan defenders getting up a little slower after each of these runs. Van Vliet and Sievert really run downhill, don't they, Kevin?
Yes, they do. They're forward.
Straight downhill. There's no juking. There's no playing around. If I get tackled, I get tackled. Otherwise, I'm running you over.
And if they're falling down, they're falling for positive yardage. There's no way you can fall them back. Here we go, wishbone, ball in there, hash mark, under center, the quarterback. And the official on the far side. And they're going to say it's offside against St. Ansgar.
They line up in the neutral zone.
So they're going to this, I believe, is the first penalty tonight.
It is.
First penalty comes with 5:39 to go in the first half. Very, very clean ball game. And that was just they simply lined up wrong. Now, perhaps it's tough to see that yard marker out there.
Yeah, again, the yard markers are starting to disappear, Kevin.
They are. It's tough to see that. So 1st and 15 at the 40 with 5:34 to go. Out of the wishbone, quarterback under center. That's Colin Kramer. Hand off right guard, tackle gap. That takes up to 5 yards off the penalty. So it's now 2nd down and 10.
Kevin, one thing our spotter here noticed was they've switched nose guards. They went with a little bit more beef at nose with number 77. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Alex Hens. And they've moved Nudebaker to outside linebacker here on the right side. So good pickup by Tate, our spot.
Outstanding job with those binoculars, mononocular, I guess. Normally against runs a tackle. Here we go, out of the wishbone. Hand off to the right guard, tackle gap. It's going to be a pass play.
Max McGraw up the left sideline. He gets pushed out of bounds. Wow.
So that ball floated. Throwing the ball to the right side. Angling again. The Saints are passing the same direction the wind is going. So they're not trying to fight the wind. They're trying to go with it. But that time it floated. It stayed up there long enough for the deck to come back and make the play. So interception. And so 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That was a 11-play drive for the Saints and culminating in a Max McGraw interception. Yeah, like you said, that ball just floated and McGraw ran right underneath of it. Eastbuck takes over.
Twins on the left side, right up on the right side. I formation, slot goes in motion from left to right. So it's up in the slot on the right side now. Quarterback, toss back around the right side, cuts it back to the line of scrimmage we go.
Fake reverse there, Kevin. A little trickery from Coach Schaefer.
Interesting formation there. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down. Now, the Saints have burned 2 timeouts. And so there's just 1 timeout left for the Saints. The Bucks have all 3. But deep in your own territory, you really don't need to use those timeouts. So it's 2nd down and 11 at the 20 with 4:17 to go in the first half. Tied 7-7. Handoff straight up the gut. Maybe picks up 3 on the play, 3rd down and long.
That's Nudebaker on the rush again. Like you said, straight up the gut, right over top of the center.
We're going to give you some credit. This will be 3rd down and 7 at the 20. Under 4 minutes to go here into that wind. A little bit, not a whole lot, but we're still starting to see it to collect on the ground.
Regina 7-0 is all after the first against South Wenatchee.
Jared, that's a long drive for those teams, too.
Oh, yeah. About the same as us.
Out of the wishbone. Fullback goes in motion. Toss to that left halfback on the left side. Busts it on the far side of the field. Spins it won't. Picks up the first down across the 35. Out to close to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of about 14 or so.
We credited Van Vliet with how fast or how hard he was running in Siebert. That's a hard run right there from McGraw.
But did you notice how, even on that toss out to that halfback, how the wind pushed that ball almost back to his right shoulder? It almost got away. He had to twist back to grab it.
Correction, that wasn't McGraw. That was number 7, Meyer.
Meyer with the carry, huh? 1st and 10 at the 37, 3:25 to go. Out of the wishbone, and we've got a flag, our second flag of the night. Before the flag got off the line, the official on this side of the field, which is the St. Ansgar side, and that's going to go against the Bucks. Kind of stops the momentum just a little bit.
Offside. They're offside. They must be lining up in the neutral zone.
It's hard to,
offside.
It is.
Oh, usually it's a procedure call when it's on offense, and offsides is defense. So they must be lining up over the ball.
They've got to be. Yeah, they've got to be. Now, is it because of the whiteness of the ground that's happening?
Shouldn't be hard to look down and see if you're over the ball.
I wouldn't think so. wouldn't think so. 3:8:16 to go in the first half. 7-7 the score here out of the wishbone. Counter play off the left. Oh, not going anywhere. That one. You could hear that pop up here, couldn't you?
Through the window. Getting swallowed up by that big Noah Bishop.
Oh boy, is he a big boy?
Man, that was physical. That's big boy football.
That's like a caterpillar. You're coming into a caterpillar with the big boy weight up. You're just going to go down.
Big boy football.
2nd down and 17 at the 31. 2:45 to go. Bucks with 2-3 timeouts.
I know you mentioned that the snow was letting up, and now it's not.
Not anymore. No, it is fast. Yep. And those numbers, actually, it's harder for us to see the numbers now. The numbers were really done well with white. Now the snow is starting to mesh those numbers in on the ground.
Yeah, it's hard for us to see the numbers as well, and you can really see the footprint coming on and off. Looks like we're going to have a timeout, East Buchanan.
We'll be back in a minute to 2:30 to go in our first half. 7-7 the score here from St. Ansgar. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Larry and the guys at Crop Production Services in Winthrop for your chemical, seed, fertilizer, agronomy, soil sampling, and custom applications. Crop Production Services in Winthrop.
Your home for the best high school sports coverage in Eastern Iowa. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
17 at the 31. The timeout by the Bucks here. They don't really want to give the ball up with field position. They want to try to get this first down. Then they can at least somehow. 2nd and 17 though. 2:30 to go.
And here's what's going to be interesting about this with 2:30 here. East Buchanan might have to punt into this 30-mile-an-hour wind.
Wide out the left side, ball on the far hash mark, out of the wishbone once again. Slot man now goes in motion, left to right here. Sets up on the right side. Now it's out of the eye. And the quarterback hands off to the tailback, and they're going to pick up one on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Nunemaker again trying to go right off tackle. It's going to be up 3rd and long for the Buccaneers.
And so 2:17 and counting here. 7-7 the score.
HLV 26-6 8-man score up on Lone Tree. Looks like Centerville up on Mount Vernon 10-7 with 8 to go in the half.
Interesting score there. Wide out the far side of the field, out of the eye. Slot on the left side. Hand off left guard tackle gap. Picks up 4 on the play. Bring up 4th down.
4th and long here for the Buccaneers. That was Neighbor on the counter. St. Andrew's going to burn their last time out to make sure East Buchanan has to punt this and give themselves as much time as possible with 1:42 left here in the first half.
So here we go. We'll take a break again. Come right back here. Listen to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
Your home for the best high school sports coverage in Eastern Iowa. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Well, here we go. The Bucks are having to punt into this win. 1:42 to go. And so, are we going to go for a fake, or is it going to be a punt? No, they're going to try to punt the ball. And it goes well over the deep man. It's going to roll inside the 20. He's going to pick it up at the 15. And on his feet at the 20 and tackled.
Nice play by Old Coverness. That's a heck of a kick by Taylor Fox. Unofficially, let's go for 45 into the win.
Jared, do you practice that kind of a punch?
You bet we do. Well, we're rugby all the way. Anyway. Okay. It depends on the punter, but we're a rugby step. Get it as low as you can and get it on the ground. You risk the return on a low lining punt. You risk the punt return, but you're going to gain it in yardage if they don't catch it, or if you can burn them.
Gotcha.
Like that where it went over their head.
That one went over their heads by about 5 yards. Ball never got more than 20 feet off the ground. 1:29 to go. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Hand off far side of the field, off right guard tackle gap. No gain on the play. So, now St. Ansgar with 1 timeout left. Actually, no timeouts left now. And so the Bucks with 2 timeouts. So that the St. Ansgar Saints tied with the Buccaneers at home, first round of the playoffs. And so it's 2nd down and 7 at the 2100 minutes to play. Wide up on the left side. Bucks don't want to give up the big play. Quarterback under center. Rolls to the three. Going to be keeper on the left side. You're going to have a hold on the end. Steps out of bounds at the 34. Yeah, I saw that too.
Ansgar got away with a big-time hold there on the end. Number 14, Schmidt, got wrapped up, but no call. And it's going to be 1st down, St. Ansgar. Here driving with the wind. Now the snow is letting up just a tad. So we'll see if they want to go to the air again, but they did do that pick.
1st and 10 at the 35. And the one thing that we do know is that St. Ansgar is throwing at the same angle that the wind is. And the ball is on the near hash mark. So if they set up to the wide side of the field, they're going to throw to that side. Twin receivers to the far side, one of the near sides. Quarterback directly under center is Kramer.
Oh, we got penalty flag.
And it looks like somebody jumped. He's pointing to somebody in the line of scrimmage.
Illegal procedure on St. Ansgar.
Somebody moved there, and the lineman came up and said, hey, no, it was you. Typically, you don't call a guy out like that, do you? But he did that time. He said, hey, right there. So it's now 1st and 15 with 49 seconds to go back at the 30-yard line. Tied up 7-7 here. Both teams scored in the first quarter on back-to-back possessions. Double slot formation, single back in the backfield. Slot left for right, motion. Hand off to the fullback. They're trying to spread out that defense. Nowhere to go with it. Pick up a maybe 3.
They're going with the wide double wing, Kevin, trying to spread them out and get Smith underneath in the 4 hole. He's butt sniffing him out. They're not going to let Smith beat him tonight.
2nd down and 11 at the 30. Triple strips on the left side. Empty backfield. 5 receivers here. And the going to be saying somebody went offside once again here. Another encroachment.
Coach Clevenger not happy on the sideline. I can't tell what they're calling on the offside. It's an offside. He's given the 2 hands. It's got to be somebody lining up.
Somebody's lining up wrong. That is like 5 times tonight for both teams.
Yeah.
Is it the fact that the snow is making things white?
It's got to be something. Timeout East Buchanan here. Yeah, it's got to be something maybe with the field. Coach Clevenger out there talking to his team. He's hot.
He's on his fist around. He's going to warm up those guys real quick. Out there throwing his fists around.
Well, he caught East Buchanan by surprise with the 5 wide.
Right.
That's what we call wizard. That's our wizard look.
Okay.
Coach Van Etten's bread and butter when he calls JVO. But that's our empty set. They caught him off guard. They didn't adjust to it, and then they had a guy line up offside. Took the element of surprise away from the 5 wide stuff. That's why he's so upset.
And so the Bucks then called the timeout here to adjust it.
You bet.
Bucks with one timeout left. So
not like the kids have never seen it. We ran against them. So.
Sure, but the fact is, were their defense ready for it?
Correct. If they were not.
And they went back to something different now, back to the traditional wishbone. So something was up their sleeve. They're not going to do it now.
Right.
Hand off the halfback left guard, tackle gap, gets across the 35. Down to 15 seconds to go and counting here. So, interesting situation there as the Saints kind of burned themselves on that possible, we'll never know what the play was going to be.
Maybe they'll come back to it in the second half, but he definitely had something, some kind of trick play lined up, and now he's just going to let it run to half. So our halftime score is going to be 7-7, Kevin.
And we'll take a break and come back with some halftime statistics and comments. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Cy and Charlie's congratulates the East Buchanan football team, coaches, and fans. For your next Firestone tires or new appliances, head to Cy and Charlie's in Independence. Good luck from everyone at Cy and Charlie's in Independence.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Winthrop Locker does all custom and specialty processing and third-party labeling. Stop in at Winthrop Locker for a large selection of quality beef, pork, and lamb right in small-town Winthrop. Their butchers will cut your meat to order. Whether you need 1 steak or 50, they can accommodate your needs. For more information, visit their website at winthroplocker.com.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence has over 100 years of experience. Wapsie Valley Creamery is a family-owned business dedicated to serving Eastern Iowa farmers. Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence, partners in excellence.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
East Buchanan Telephone wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. East Buchanan Telephone Cooperative, your total communication source in Winthrop. Call 319-935-3011 today. Good luck from East Buchanan Telephone.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Call Larry and the guys at Crop Production Services in Winthrop for your chemical, seed, fertilizer, agronomy, soil sampling, and custom applications. Crop Production Services in Winthrop.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Welcome back to St. Ansgar. Snow is continuing to come down, getting a little bit more powdery. Field still staying in that kind of a white glaze here. Let's recap what happened here in this ball game. St. Ansgar started off the contest at their own 25. And a 57-yard touchdown for Van Vliet with 9:52 to go in the first quarter put them on top with the point after attempt. Good. Bucks came right back, took the ball over at the 40, and marched down the field, got it down inside the 1, and Nunemaker scored on a 1-yard plunge with 5:15 to go in that first quarter. Now to the score up 7-7. Then the Saints came back, started at the 26, and the punter slipped, and the Bucks took over at the 37 and took that ball into the second quarter. And then the Bucks finally gave up the ball with 9:43 to go. Off a missed 25-yard field goal attempt into that wind that pushed that ball a good 15 feet to the side of the goal post. Then with 9:25 to go, the Saints got down to threw the ball, an interception at the 20-yard line for the Bucks, and then the Bucks took the ball over with 4:45 to go, got the ball down, and then the Saints took the punt. A great punt, got the ball down. The Saints took the ball over at the 18. That's when time ran out. So Jared Callum, head coach of the Northland Lynx, your thoughts on this first half?
Both teams struck quick early, Kevin. St. Ansgar right away with that 57-yard run. East Buchanan did a great job answering with Nunemaker. Very methodical drive for East Buchanan. Big play there was Max McGraw with a 23-yard run, setting up the Nunemaker touchdown run. But then after those first series, Kevin's just back and forth. The defense has kind of took over, footing becoming an issue out there. And I talked to a couple of people. I went to the bathroom, staying inside to go to the bathroom, and people that are down on the field commenting about how physical this football game is from watching it on the sideline. Just really hard-hitting game. That's where the coldness really takes effect. Every hit's magnified. Everything hurts a little bit more. It's going to see which team's more mentally tough to stick this thing out through the second half. And, Kevin, we were under an hour on that first half. We started at 7, and I believe at 7:47 we were going to halftime.
And the only penalties were offsides because both teams lined up offsides, and I believe there was 5 of them.
5 offsides, 3 on St. Ansgar, 2 on East Buchanan, and 1, the St. Ansgar coaching staff was irate at their players. They had something set up with an empty backfield 5-wide set, and something tricky was coming, and they lined up offsides. Maybe we'll never know. Maybe we'll get to see in the second half.
Yeah, who knows what they're going to pull out there as they had the wind at their back here. So a lot of ball going across the state of Iowa here. Everybody playing in pretty much these same conditions. I suppose the further north you go, the more it's blustery snow, and the further south gets into that sleet and that cold, misty rain. But nonetheless, it is 7-7 here at halftime in the first round of Class A football. Districts here, moving on here, the winner will move on and take on more than likely. What do you think? You think Wapsie Valley more than likely, or
right now it's Gladbrook Rhinebeck 6, Wapsie Valley 0 at half.
Wow, interesting score here. So we'll take a break and come back here with the opening kickoff in a few minutes. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
Cy and Charlie's congratulates the East Buchanan football team, coaches, and fans. For your next Firestone tires or new appliances, head to Cy and Charlie's in Independence. Good luck from everyone at Cy and Charlie's in Independence.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Winthrop Locker does all custom and specialty processing and third-party labeling. Stop in at Winthrop Locker for a large selection of quality beef, pork, and lamb right in small-town Winthrop. Their butchers will cut your meat to order. Whether you need 1 steak or 50, they can accommodate your needs. For more information, visit their website at winthroplocker.com.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
At Telke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TelkeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Telke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence has over 100 years of experience. Wapsie Valley Creamery is a family-owned business dedicated to serving eastern Iowa farmers. Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence, partners in excellence.
Your number one Hawk fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Parrot Insurance is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and farm to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. For more information, visit me, Eric Smith, at Parrot Insurance in Manchester today.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
In sports, as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Making sure you have experienced athletes and bench strength are a critical combination for a winning team. The same goes for our F&M team. With an average longevity of 15 years and 28 members strong, F&M is consistently showing strength in numbers. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Welcome back to St. Ansgar. 7-7 our score here. Both teams are taking the field. They're giving another 3 minutes to warm up here. Jared Conlon, head coach of the North Lynn Lynx. Tell us, what's going across the state of Iowa right now?
The Class A action I have right now is Glenbrook Rhinebeck up on Wapsie at halftime, 6-0. Hudson at home is up on Pekin, 14-0. How about that drive?
That's Packwood, Iowa. Oh, that's a little further than ours. Frozen tundra there for these guys.
Yeah, following up on Decorah, 7-0. Union all over Appleton Parkersburg, 19-0 going into halftime. Regina up 14-0. HLV last score 26-6 up on Lone Tree. That's our only 8-man score. Prairie and Cedar Falls in Waverly at Wartburg. That's 7-7. Pella all over Sigourney Keota, 27-0. And Cascade up at halftime, 28-14. West Delaware trailing. That's a kind of a shocker. Yes, 6-0. But, that West Delaware passing game might be in a little bit of trouble tonight. Nick Casey, athlete of the week, might be a little hard-pressed in this win.
Waverly Shellrock knocked them out of the playoffs last year.
Oh, back-to-back.
Yeah, and they were an at-large team last year. So let's hope everything gets turned around for the Hawks down there in Manchester. Here we've got that blustery wind again, the snow flying around, whirling up around here. Just to think how nice it was yesterday. Sun was shining, it was about 60 degrees. And here we go. We're looking up at the lights, and we've got this snow particles whipping around, and the field's turning white. And
it's solid snow, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And so here we go. It's 7-7. One half remains here to see who moves on to the second round. And the Bucks, if they win, should be able to host next week.
Yep, should be able to host. I'll be on the shelf for that one, Kevin. So I hope you guys don't need me. I'm having back surgery on Thursday. I have a herniated disc in the old back. So.
You gotta quit. You gotta take through those blocking drills.
I quit that. I quit that a while ago. So looks like East Buchanan is going to receive, and St. Ansgar is going to kick into the wind. Yes.
Yes,
they still have to kick into the wind. They want the wind in the fourth.
Good choice, or well, if the Bucks can get on the board, then they're going to have to play from behind. That's the big thing. Do you want to play from behind in this weather?
I don't think so. I don't think you want to play from behind. I think a 7-point lead, or even a little bit more, is magnified. I think that's why Coach Alden went for that field goal. Yes, even though it was into the wind, he knew a 10-7 lead is big time in this game.
And it never hurt him. It never came to bite him.
It did not. Other than maybe going for getting the score there if you pick up the 4th and 4, but ifs and buts and candy and all that, right?
A little bit of a chip shot. It's going to bounce at the 30. It's going to fall on it. Wow, that was almost a disaster for the Buccaneers. A little bit of a chip shot into the wind, held the ball up long enough, and the Crimson of the Saints came rushing down there, and the Bucks had to dive for it.
Great play by number 32, Mossman, getting on the football. Looks like Bucks are going to take over on their own 29.
So at the 29-yard line, we begin our second half. That was almost a disaster.
Sutter come out in their double-tight wishbone.
So here we go. Hand off left halfback, off right guard center gap. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play brings up second down. Again, the quarterback for the Buccaneers, Spencer Cook, in the backfield. We've seen McGraw, Neighbor, Nunemaker, and Mossman doing the same thing they've done all night long. But this is a very, very big defensive line. These two teams match up with very, very good with size. So both ends in tight, out of the wishbone. Hand off left halfback, right guard tackle gap. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play brings up third down, out to close to the 35-yard line.
Kevin, both these teams pretty much know what each other's going to do at this point. It's smash football down there. It's going to be hard going.
Yes, it is. Third down and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Another score real quick. Regina only up 14-8 at half. So quick score there at the end of the half.
You can see one thing you see in, though, is everybody's having a hard time scoring.
Right. We haven't seen any big scores yet, have we?
Nope. Wide out the right side, ball in their hash mark. Hand off the fullback. Bounce down to the right, trying to bounce it on the right side. Picks up 2 on the play. Decision time. 4th down and 2. Hole closed up quick, and he was smart enough to bounce it around the right side.
Don't you have to pin him here?
I would hope so. It's 4th down. They're going to say 4th down and about a foot. 4th down and a foot at the 38-yard line. Interesting situation. Yeah, they are going to punt here. Now, we've seen the par 4. The Saints slip and fall here. The ground conditions aren't real great right now. So let's see if the long snap is good. Kind of skips to it, picks it up, gets a nice booming kick, and it's going to be caught on the fly. Oh, he fumbles the ball, and it's not up. If you're getting football, that's pretty good. Yeah, it is. Wow, that's all the way down to the 12-yard line, Kevin, 15-yard line. That ball was low end over end kick. And the Bucks, again, kicked it in the direction the wind's blowing, kind of to the left right side corner. Ball screwing across the right side, and it dove. The center man tried to pick it up, but it dove, got past him, then it slipped out like butter and rolled down to the 10. 1st and 10 and the 17. Hand off left guard tackle gap. Gain of 1 on the play.
Nunemaker again on the dive, trying to hide the bowling ball in behind the monsters there. Picking up 2 yards. Yeah, that ball just knuckled on number 4. That Kier Cutter on the muff punt, and he looked like he was going to get on it fairly easy. Yeah. Good job by Schmidt on the recovery, and it just, like you said, it split all around out there.
2nd and 8 at the 15, 9:39 to go in our third quarter. Tied up 7-7. The Bucks pass play, under pressure, rolls out of the pocket, tucks it over the far side of the field, puts your shoulder down, and gets popped out of bounds after a gain of a couple.
Some serious contact over on that far side, Kevin. We're up here high up in this press box with a pane of glass in between it, and I can still hear the pop.
Absolutely. A nice run there by Cook. So 3rd down and 7. They are in field goal range now. They do have the wind at their back. So We'll see here. Let's see if they get a first down, however. 9:27 to go. 7-7 to score out of the wishbone. Hand off left halfback. Jumps through the left guard tackle gap. No gain on a play. Decision time. Ball is going to be set up on the far hash mark. Now,
hats off to St. Ansgar's defense right here, Kevin. That's a heck of a stand after that muff punt.
And it looks like they're going to bring on the field goal team. So it's 4th down and 5 at the 12. This would be a 22-yarder. Now, the ball is sitting on the far hash mark. We're going to have to angle it into that wind and push it, let the wind take it back to the right.
He did miss it left last time, so maybe overcorrect a little bit here.
So here we go. Second field goal attempt on the night. Snap is good. The kick is up. And it's going to be good. Good. Right. East Buchanan, first lead of the night. So the field goal comes with 8:42 to go in the third quarter. That was a 22-yarder. And so a tremendous job by the punt kicker for the Buccaneers.
Fangman.
Yeah, doing a great job. Again, the coaches praised him all year long. Set the record for the Bucs with 33, and we're sitting here now with that field goal. And played soccer last year, decided to come out for football. And boy, are the Bucs glad he did.
Perfect SAT, by the way.
Perfect.
He's really smart, too. He aced it.
So I wonder if he had the angle, so he figured out the angle. He had the angle figured out based on how far, what else had he?
The snowflakes counted.
He probably did, huh? Exactly how many rotations and spins it was going to take to get there. You got the angle of inclination, the drop in gravity, and the resistance with that wind pushing it to the left. Incredible. Here we go. 8:42 in the third. Bucs on top, 10-7. Snowy ground out there. Yes, the numbers have meshed in with that white powder.
It's hard to see the numbers. There's a Saint at the middle of the field, the big red New Orleans Saint logo. Pretty much whitened out right now.
And the Saints now have 8 receivers back. They only have 3 guys at the line of scrimmage. They've got 2 about 3 yards behind, another 2, 8 yards, another 10, another 10. A little bit of a bounce kick, going to be caught at the 20, out to the 25. And tackled just shy of the 30. So Smith with a nice run back for the Saints. So they're going to take over. The Saints with facing that wind here with 8:37 to go in the third quarter. Bucs up 10-7.
First Buchanan sticking with that big D-line instead of the Nudemaker D-line. Moving Nudemaker back at linebackers really helped him out.
So here we go. Short side of the field going from our left to our right. Hand off to the left halfback. It stood up the line of scrimmage and dropped for a loss. And so it brings up second down. Bucs defense, good footing out there, though. I'm not seeing the defense slide around too much, but what I am seeing is when those guys have got to make those late cuts, that's where you might slip and fall. But the Bucs got some good footing right there.
We've really seen a slip as the fullback slipped that one time.
Well, the punter.
And the punter, yeah.
That was it.
Two. Here we go 4 wide, Kevin.
Double slot into the wind here. Single back in the backfield. Motion by the slot on the right goes to left. Going to be a handoff inside, left the fullback. And they spread that defense out to see if they can get something to work. You know who ran that well against them? Edco did. Edco spread that field out in the second half, and this looks very reminiscent of what Edco ran. Third down in the short 2.
Spread East Buchanan out, get their big guys out of the box and run underneath of them. That was Smith for about 8. 7.
Third down and 2 at the 38 with 7:38 to go in the third quarter. Double slot formation, spreading out that defense once again. Hand off fullback inside, breaks the tackle on the second. He's into the secondary across midfield, down to the Buccaneer 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 15.
We mentioned in the first half a nice job they've been doing on Smith, the big fullback for St. Ansgar, Kevin. Now it's all Smith time here going up the middle.
So they are running that exact same thing. If you're aware of what happened with the Bucs and Edco, that one came down to the final fourth quarter here before the Bucs ran it in overtime. And now we're seeing that same formation here where the St. Ansgar is spreading out that defense. They've got double slot formation, single back in the backfield, quarterback under center, motion from slot, goes from left to right, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper off the option. Across the 40 to 35 to 30. He's got the angle going toward the end zone, and touchdown.
Down Saints.
Saints with 6:56 to go. The touchdown from 46 yards out.
Pound, Kevin, with Dayton Smith. He picks up 2 first downs. They pull it on the triple option, quarterback keeper on the end. East Buchanan loses contain on their left side, and it's touchdown St. Andrews.
So Kramer with the score. Kramer had carried the ball 42 times for 433 yards. Point after attempt on its way here. Kick is up, and that one is through, and the score now is 14-10.
Boy, but they answered quick both times. St. Ansgar scoring drives, long runs, a 57, what do you call that one, a 46?
Yeah, 46.
So 57-46, where East Buchanan is chipping their way down the field. St. Andrews scored on 2 big, long touchdowns.
Huge play here. The Bucs has got to figure out how to stop that spread defense, how that offense is spreading, because that's what happened against Edgehill. Now they're seeing it again here. You're seeing them spread out that defense, and what that does is it thins that defense up here and gets everybody almost in single coverage. Makes it real tough because you don't have a whole lot of help.
But what it does is it takes those 2 corners, so you're running that 5-4 defense, so your normal defense is a 5-3, maybe a 5-2. What it does is it spreads them out. It takes all those guys out of the box into a 5-2 defense because you have the option of going vertical, with 4 verticals.
Right, yeah. Makes it tough. 6:56 to go. Another score here. Wow. Bucs figured like we had it out here, and now we've got the lightest snow that we've had tonight.
It looks like you're kicking from the far hash. Let's see if they have something tricky up their sleeve here into the wind.
Far hash mark. Would they kick it to the left side?
Signaling in. Field? Coach is signaling in what they want kicked after looking at East Buchanan's coverage. That's interesting. I like it.
Ball on the far hash mark here. 6:56 to go, and here we go. A little bit of a pooch off of the left side into the wind, and there we go. I see what they were trying to do. Across the 30 to 35. So, out to the 35. So what's happening, Jared, at least what I'm seeing here, they're taking the ball on the far hash mark. They're kicking it into that biting wind, which holds the ball up longer for the defense to cover.
Correct.
Kind of like a punt.
Correct.
Get that ball there.
Give them time to cover, and again, East Buchanan with about a 6-yard return. St. Ansgar's coverage team doing an excellent job.
Wow. So, 1st and 10 Bucs at the 35-yard line. At the 35 with 6:53 to go in the third quarter. So the Bucs now find themselves behind. Hand off left side. Oh, and they're going to drive him back. 3 players there. Team tackle, nowhere to go with it.
St. Ansgar definitely with the momentum right now, Kevin. Their defense is fired up. They're jumping around, and East Buchanan needs an answer right here on this drive.
Yeah, they got to get something going here because that field goal, that just kind of lighted a fire. Kind of lighted a fire in the Saints, didn't it? Just kind of seems like
probably one of the few times they've trailed this year.
Off right guard tackle gap, and then brings up 3rd down. Play.
A couple scores here. Washington up on Assumption, 21-17. Prairie City Monroe leads Williamsburg 17-6. Cascade up on West Liberty 28-14. West Branch, this is the big one, Kevin, trailing Pleasantville in West Branch 10-7.
Wow.
At half, and Iowa City West up on CR Wash. Ooh, hold on there, Warriors. 35-0.
5:49 to go in the third quarter. 14-10 our score. Saints on top of the box. Rolling out to pass. Winnetti's back. Tucks it away now. Nowhere to run with it. Now he's going to break the tackle in a second. Picks up 2, and it's 4th down and 5.
And guess who it is? Number 21, Dayton Smith, with an excellent open field tackle to give it 4th down for the Bucs. That kid's everywhere right now. It's his second half.
Spencer Cook did a great job of breaking a couple of tackles, but just could not. Can't get rid of the ball in the pass. They've got some good coverage, so it's 4th down. The Bucs punting from their punter be punting it from about the 27.
The Saints sending 2 guys back this time. Last time it was only 1, and the punt was muffed.
So here we go. And the kick, this is going to be a nice kick once again. Going to be caught again, but across the 30, the 35, sidestepping another tackler out to the 40-yard line.
Muffed it again, Kevin, but then he came up with it. That was number 4.
So you're going to say at the 40-yard line.
That's Gear Cutter again with the sketchy return, but he ended up coming up with it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to spot at the 40. 1st and 10, St. Ansgar.
Well, I'm going to guess that they're going to go double slot formation again. That's just my hunch. Here we go. Double slot formation, single back in the backfield. Bucks have got to come up and figure this one out here. The slot man goes in motion from right to left. Hand up, fullback, right guard tackle. Slips and falls. 2nd down and 10.
Now they're going to put a guy on that quarterback. He got popped pretty good there, carrying out his fake. Number 28 neighbor. Yeah, he kind of popped him there. They're not going to let you carry out your fake.
Colin Kramer, yeah, took one on the chin. 2nd down and 10. 4:41 and counting here. 10 points for the Bucks and 14 for the Saints. So here we go. Ball in there. Hash mark. Single back out. Now we're back to the wishbone. Bucks have got 5 men in the line of scrimmage. Hand up fullback left side. Now you're going to hand up to halfback. It is. Take the hand up fullback. And it picks up the first down on a great second effort. Across midfield down to the 49. 1st and 10.
That's his second effort there. And that was that number 21? Nope, that was 41. Seaver just runs hard. Keeps his feet going. Yards after contact there, about 4 or 5.
4:22 to go in the third. 1st and 10 at the 49. Saints now have that momentum. They've got the score. They've got the lead. They had led early, 7-0. Bucks started up 7-7. Then that field goal in the third. Bucks are up 10-7. Yeah, let's see how it turns out here.
He's got it.
Saints do recover it. Close. They do waste it down, though.
They wasted it down. And Kevin, East Buchanan defense in the danger zone here. 21-10 with East Buchanan's offense in this win. You're going to have to go into in the fourth quarter. Definitely not where they want to be. This is a big-time defensive possession for the Bucks.
3:41 and counting here. The clock continues to wind down. Very, very quick ball game. Wide out on the right side, out of the wishbone, in and tight on the left. 5-man front again. Quarterback steps under center. Colin Kramer. Hand off to the halfback on the right side. Driven back here, and it's going to be 3rd down. No gain on the play.
Nice job by a host of Buccaneers there, led by number 1, Cook, the quarterback, who plays outside linebacker. Heath Weber in there, the Mike linebacker, also coming up at the bottom of that pile. Going to be 3rd and long for the Saints.
Let me ask you this. When the quarterback started getting clocked on that spread offense, do you think that's why they jumped out of it?
Yeah, they jumped out of it in a hurry, and the 28 neighbor clocked him pretty good.
Didn't they, though?
Yeah.
You wondering?
Might be.
That's interesting. 3rd down and 11 at the 50 with 2:57 to go here in the third quarter. Wide out to the left side, out of the wishbone. 5-man front under the center. The quarterback, Colin Kramer. It's going to be a pass play. The right side flat. Going to be in and out of the hands of the receiver. Looked like he was going to catch it, and then it falls short.
Just over top, off his fingertips. Again, Max McGraw right there, number 18. I believe he's got 6 or 7 picks on the year. I know East Bucks got 18 on the year as a team. They like to pick the ball off. And now here's Saint having a punt into the twins. Rugby Carter slipped the first time he punted.
And you see what he's doing with the He actually kicked up a little water there. You see how he's kicking his feet back? Kind of kicking up a little bit of moisture down there. Standing inside the 40-yard line. This time he does get a nice little kickoff. It's going to bounce in the far side of the field. And there is water on the field. Look at that splash down there.
Snow and water and everything else down there. But East Buchanan returner cost himself about 15, 20 yards by not just coming up and fair catching that.
That ball now is going to be rolling dead inside the 10-yard line. Bucks now take over 1st and 10. They're going to see at the 11. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Bucks ball on the 11-yard line.
So wind still blowing from our right to left at the Bucks back, and they're going to come out wishbone here with 2:30 left, third quarter.
And off the left halfback goes the right guard tackle gap. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
St. Ansgar's defense is really cranked down on this running game of East Buchanan. Really nothing going.
Nothing at all. Nothing. 0. Nowhere. It's a wall of crimson red out there. I'm not sure how you're going to shake this. You're going to have to get a pass play of some kind or what? But you're going to have to do something to mix it up here because they are just rock solid. They've got size. In fact, I would say that the defensive line is probably a little bit bigger than East Buchanan's offensive line.
I would agree for that. Across the board, they are probably bigger.
2nd and 10 with under 2 minutes to go in the third. Toss to the halfback, trying to buster on the left side. Gets tripped up to the line of scrimmage, 3rd down, and maybe picks up 2 on the play.
Maybe neighbor tried to hurdle a blocker ahead of him there, and then nothing going. Got turned a little bit upside down. With the win here, kind of surprising. I know they're pinned back behind the chains a little bit. A little surprised that Coach Schaefer hasn't gone after Brian's going with number 8, his playmaker at wide receiver, tight end. This is usually his time to shine. You know, with the wind, on a pass play. Look for number 8 here to make a play.
Well, the ball's on the near hash mark, so if they throw to the wide side of the field, they will have the wind at their back. We've got a double slot formation on the left. We've got an I formation in the backfield, wide out on the right side. Motion from left to right for the slot man, and we've got a flag right at the line of scrimmage.
There could be illegal procedure. Somebody jumped. Yep, illegal procedure on the Bucks. Going to be 5 yards back, and now they're deep in their territory. Kevin, looks like they're about the 12-yard line.
Actually, they're going to say it, yeah, they're going to be back at the 12. And so it's now 3rd down and 13. 1:04 in the third. They've got the wind at their back for another minute. Wide out the right side of the field, out of the I. Quarterback drops back to pass. Steps up, he's under pressure, sacked just inside the 5, probably out to 2. The pass protection broke down once again. Very difficult as they keep that pocket. They've got a tremendous pass rush. Anytime the Bucs try to set up a pocket, quarterback has no room to go with it.
Now, these low-lining punts that East Buchanan's been hitting are very returnable if you catch them clean. St. Ansgar hasn't caught one clean yet. We'll see what happens here.
So here we go. In the heels of the end zone, the punter. Low snap, gets it off. Going to be an end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at the 35, out to the 40, at the 45. Breaks the tackle. Then coming back towards us. Still on his feet. Stiff arms another player. Gets it out wide. Down to the wall. Knocked out of bounds. Great run. Tremendous run. Great run, that's all you can say. Super job there by that return man. Let's see who he was. Kleincutter. Just a great job.
Here, Cutter.
8 seconds to go here in our third quarter.
Danger time here for East Buchanan, Kevin. St. Ansgar with the ball at the East Buchanan 20. 1st and 10 going in here. 21-10 is not where the East Buchanan wants to be in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10 at the 20. A tight I formation. Hand off to the last man through. And down to the 15.
Look at that. They put Dayton Smith, their stud, in the I. Yeah. They're going to give him a downhill run. And here it is.
Yeah.
Here we are.
This is game time.
They're going out behind their big 330-pounder, and they're going to give it to their stud.
And we'll take a break and come back with the fourth quarter here from St. Ansgar. St. Ansgar leads East Buchanan in the first round of the Class A football playoffs, 14-10. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Hand off right guard tackle gap. The last man threw out of that I, and it's going to be short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 at the 15, inside the 15 or so. That's going to be at the 15. They got to get down to the 14. Actually, the ball's on the 11. 3rd and 1 at the 11 with 11:32 to go in the contest.
So they've got Smith in the I, Power I, Maryland I. That's stacked up, isn't it?
That is really stacked up.
They're going to give it to the first man through for a first down. So a little different look here from St. Ansgar. I didn't see this on film. I watched 4 or 5 of their games this week on Huddle, and they've got Smith in the Power I back in the Maryland I, the stacked I, and they're just going to try to punch it in here.
So what they've got is they got the quarterback, then they've got 3 players directly by the quarterback lined up, back after back after back, straight down the line. Typically in the I, you got 2, but they got 3.
You got 3, and they can go any way. They can run ISO, they can run dive, they can run toss.
Here we go.
They can run power just like that.
And up inside, close to the goal line. Still fighting forward. Going to be short.
How do the officials even see that goal line? I can't see it.
You can't. It's all white. It's all white. Completely white down there. So it's second down. We can see where the marker's made. It's going to be second down and about 2 to go. Second and on the 2 with 10:37 to go. Bucks down by 4. The Saints knocking on the door one more time with the way these conditions are, and I think it's let up a lot. But where these conditions are, you cannot fall down behind by 2 scores in the fourth quarter here. Out of that power eye, that eye again, and up fullback, and he's in for the score. So Sievert with the carry comes with 10:16 to go in the fourth quarter.
Touchdown, and again, that was Sievert running downhill. So Dayton Smith, they're kind of the decoy in the eye back. The main man, and they just ran Sievert 3 times for a touchdown. Here's the extra point coming up next, the big extra point here to make it 21-10. And it's blocked by Buchanan, and that's going to be, they can't, it's dead after they block it. So they blocked it and 20-10. Now the score, so it goes from an 11-point game to a 10-point game.
Well, that's a big thing because the Bucks do have a field goal kicker. And that's a big deal. So now the Bucks have got to go down and score. Here, it's 10:16 to go. Plenty of time for the Buccaneer offense, but they've got to get something going here. And they've got to have to go, I believe, outside of the tackles.
In the film I watched on St. Ansgar, Kevin, teams had a success getting outside to the edge on them. And East Buchanan is bound and determined to run into the, into the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 hole. Well, that's their strength. That's where St. Ansgar is the strongest at. I think you got to try to get to the edge somehow, whether it be on an option play, maybe a reverse. Look for number 8. Number 8's got to make a play here. He's their best player in the passing game. I realize you're going to have to throw into the wind, but they got to get the ball to number 8, J. Cole.
Interesting. So here we go. So the Saints with the wind at their back, up by 10. 10:16 to go in the contest. Snow has pretty much let up here. Just a tad bit, but it hasn't gotten any warmer. And the wind hasn't really slowed down a whole lot. So, and the home court, the Saints up, kicking. They set the ball in the near hash mark, and I'm sure they're going to kick it to the wind at their back to get some distance. And here we go. And that's what they do. Going to bounce it, picked up at the 10, up to the 15, the 20, 25, the 30, the 35, 40. Yeah, great run there. So that's what the Bucks needed.
There's number 8, J. Cole on the return.
Got it across the 40.
He's got to show up here in this quarter if they're going to win this ball game. They got to get him involved.
So the Bucks now take over with 10:07 to go in the game from their own 42-yard line. So you can't complain about the start here. So that's good position.
See if Coach Schaefer wants to throw it into the wind, or are you going to start trying to still pound it, or what? High formation for the Bucks.
Wide off to the left side. Now we turn into a slot man, goes from right to left. Now we got a wing on the right side. Toss back to the tailback. Cross the 40. Down across the 45. Pick up a 3 on the play.
We talked about them getting outside. They're trying, and a good job by the Saints. They're just scraping it out. And look who it was again, number 21, Dayton Smith. I don't have an official tackle chart on him, but he's got a bunch.
2nd and 7 at the 45. 9:43 to go here at the 45-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark. The Bucks going into that wind. Wide out on the right side, end and tight on the left. 4-man front. Now he turned into a slot. And they're going to be a reverse play on the wide side of the field. Turns it up inside the tackle and gets back to the line of scrimmage barely.
An inside tight end counter is what it was, Kevin. That tight counter. They're trying to get Olu involved. They can hear me from all the way up here, I guess. But, I was trying to think of getting him involved in the passing game, but boy, that wind's still whipping out of the northwest. It's going to be hard to throw.
Yeah, the flag's whipping away over there. 3rd and 7 at the 45, 9 minutes to go now. 3rd down and 7. Bucks got to get something going here. They got to score in every possession. Down by 10. First round of the playoffs.
Ooh, 4 wide.
Here we go. Schaefer getting creative. Single back in the backfield. You got a three-man defense up front, Bill. They've dropped back. Now get trips on the right side. Interesting. Dropping back. There's your pass. Going to be great. He catches it. Cross the middle. There we go. Down to the 37. You called it. I called it. You called it. Coach Jared Cullen, head coach of the North Bend Lynx. He knows his football. Good call, Coach. Yeah, this is a little state motion to trips. They ran a bubble with the trip man, and then they ran a double slant pass. Not going to say they stole that from us, but we do run that, Kevin. Well, great call there. Trips on the left side this time. Single back in the backfield. Hand off to that single back to fullback. Trap gets down to the 35. So they stacked up trips to the blind side and then ran trap back inside. Hey, they're pulling a little page out of St. Ansgar's playbook here. Let's spread them out about the slant, and then we're going to run up underneath of them. 2nd and 8 at the 38. 8 minutes to go in the contest. Again, the Bucks down 20-10 here at St. Ansgar. I will say one thing: East Buchanan is not—they're not fazed by late game being down where they need a drive to go in. They've done it all year. They beat, they beat teams in overtime, or they've lost close teams in overtime. They beat Alburnett on the last drive. This doesn't faze them. Trips to the short side of the field. Quarterback drops back to pass. Going to throw one towards the end zone. Up for grabs. It's going to be intercepted at the 10. Back to the 15. Out to the 20. That one floated up there, so the Saints take that interception and started at the 10 up to the 20-yard line. Dang it. He just floated it. It floated on him. He had a receiver there across the middle. It floated on him a little bit, and St. Ansgar did a nice job having a safety deep and ended up picking it off. And they weren't going to 8 there. I believe that was to Max McGraw, number 18. It might have been to 7 Meyer. I didn't quite pick up the number. So at the 20-yard line, our 1st and 10 with 7:30 to go. Hand off to the fullback inside. Fumble over there. And Buchanan says they have it. If they do have it. Big turnover. Check your ears, Kevin. That one keeps the Bucks in the ball game. 7:21 to go here. Now they are in field goal position. If they don't get the touchdown, at least they can get 3 on the board and get it down with a score. That's a long field goal into this win. That's from the 19. That's tough. Let's get 6. Get 6. Out of the wishbone. And out the right halfback. Goes to left guard tackle gap. Still jumping up and around there. Down to close to the 15. About a 5-yard gain. That's number 7, Meyer on the carry. So 2nd down and 6. 7 minutes to go. Boy, huge turnover there. Big one. That gets Hawks in the game. 2nd to go and 6, and the ball sits at the 15. Buchanan's got to capitalize on this. Bucks down 20-10 with 6:53 to go in the game. Slot man on slot of the motion. Goes in motion from right to left now. We've got receivers to both sides. Drop back quarterback. Across the middle. Slant it up again. He picked off. This one he'll be picked up at the 7. I don't know where he's throwing it. Double covered on a slant. Tried to thread the needle in there, and I don't know. It's tough. I'm almost thinking that his view was blocked. Yeah. You know, that line is really, really tall. And I think he might have threw that one kind of blindly, thinking that the pattern was going to be there. Probably saw him disappear behind that. You know, it's hard to say. I think it was open way early, and he waited a little bit late and ended up throwing the interception. So Buchanan does not capitalize on the St. Ansgar fumble. 6:41 here left in the 4th quarter, 20-10. St. Ansgar leads. So 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. Hand off right guard tackle gap. Well, he runs hard. Doesn't he, though? Oh, buddy. Over 1,200 yards? Yeah, he runs really hard. 2nd down and 5. That's Dayton Smith off right tackle. Man, he just runs downhill and hard. And what's impressive about him, he's at full speed after like 2 strikes. They all are. You know, just boom. Yeah, all 3 of them. They don't accelerate. Get these guys on turf. Yeah, they're already there. Oh, yeah, they're already there. 2nd down is 5. At the 15. 6 minutes to go. Bucks with 3 timeouts, the Saints with 3 timeouts. Wide out to the right side, ball on the far hash mark. Under center, hand off to the fullback. No, he's going to have that. And he's got it on the outside, and it's going to catch it off. And it is going to go for the score. That is a 85-yard touchdown run. 90 at the 10, yeah. Yep. At the 10.
That's Van Vliet again. Van Vliet, 2 carries, 140. On 2 touchdown runs.
Yeah, huh?
He's got to be well over 200.
Oh, easily. That one is going to be tough to come back from. 26-10, the Bucks now down by 16. Busted it on the short side of the field. They faked the handoff to the fullback, got it to the halfback, who bounced it around the end and got cut inside. And he raced down the sideline. And when he ran down that sideline, and because it was the short side of the field, there's no angle. There's no angle pursuit.
What happened? Offside?
East Buchanan trying to block it. Yeah, they're trying to get in there and block it. Yeah. Now, why would you decline the penalty? Why would you decline a penalty like that? So it's the decline the penalty off of the offside. So here we go. Point after 10 on its way once again for the Saints. This time the kick is up, and that one is through. And so it's 27-10.
Yeah. Not good for the Bucks. Cascade leading 35-14, so they've got that one well in hand. 2:13 to go.
Yeah, that's a bad one here, and the snow now has pretty much stopped just a little bit out.
Problem is the snow's gone, but you can't got to throw it in the wind.
Yeah,
and they're not known for their passing game. They have passed this year, right? They've gotten some big pass plays to Ola, but into this wind, it's going to be tough sledding for the Bucks here. For the last, what we got left, 5:51 in the ball game.
27-10. Saints have had a tremendous year, as have the Bucks, and we knew this one was going to be a battle coming into tonight. No question about it. This one, on paper, looked like it was going to be tough. Power ratings, the Saints slightly had a slight edge.
6 points. Would we talk about 6 point spread?
Yeah. It's
real close.
Yeah. This is a game that the Bucks knew they had to come out fighting, and they did. But right now they're down by 17 with 5:51 to go in the game. Into that wind. And so here's the kickoff from the Saints. Mendoza with a nice kick, going to be caught at the 15, out to the 20. Middle return to 25. Now he cuts it to far side. McGraw, he's going to try to bust it. One man to beat. Got the angle, grabs his shirt and throws him down for the ball. And that will be. So that's at the 35, and that's what he did. He grabbed him by the shirt. Otherwise, it would have been a score.
Kevin, quick score here, and never say if they die, you see get the Buccaneers.
That's right.
I'd be right back in this thing.
If they can get a quick score. And that's exactly what they needed. He did a lot on his own. Some great blocking, though. Come up the middle and cut around the outside. So that happened at the 35. So it should be a big 15-yarder. Should be down to close to the 20.
It is. 15-yarder. The St. Ansgar faithful don't like it, but it's the right call.
And there's no question about it. And even the defender going, you know what? I'm going to grab that shirt because you're not going to score. You may get 15 yards on me.
The kicker saved the touchdown.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That was not going to get a score. Yeah.
The kicker saved the touchdown. Now he's going to give St. Ansgar's defense a chance rather than putting 6 points on the board.
1st and 10 at the 20. The Bucks with the ball. Hand up left halfback. Fights his way through the line. He's still going. And is he going? Touchdown! Hey, there we go. Back in it. Just like that. Wow. The Bucks. Middlemaker with the run from the 20. Fantastic. Bucks, there's no quit in this Buccaneer defense. Or offense, that is. 27-16. With 5:31 to go in the game. I got to get another sheet here. How many possessions these teams? It's crazy how many possessions these guys have had tonight. So point after attempt is going to be kicked here. Again, this is really, really important.
Big one.
So point after attempt here into the wind. So snaps down. They hold it up. It's good. And they're now a 10-point game once again.
27-17.
27-17. 5:31 to go in the game. The Bucks is down by 10, but never say die. Interesting. Fantastic. Boy, What a contest. We got a good ball game. We didn't come up here and have to watch it. That's right. Oh, how our feet froze. That's right. A few hours. Absolutely. This is worth a 2-hour trip. Take out an episode of Stranger Things 2. It's been a good night. And he ordered a hot chocolate and got a coffee instead. There's coffee. Your boy is a man. 5'7", 3.25 is what he went to the doctor. He had a physical. And he might not grow another inch now with that coffee. That's going to stun him. Boy, that is going to stun him. So what's East Buchanan do here on this kickoff with 5.5 to go down into your face? They have been kind of. You want to play with a chip shot? Do you want to play with an onside? Looks like St. Ansgar's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys within 15 yards of the football. Well, it's obvious what they're anticipating. But if somehow you could get that ball up in the air and that wind holding it up there, you might have a chance at it. Right over here. Yep, I know what you're saying. Right in front of Coach Clevenger there on the 30-yard line. Well, here we go. 5:31 to go in the game, 27-17. And here's the kick. And this one is going to be, it hit right up the middle. Hit him right in the chest. He falls on it right at midfield. Now, that could have been very, very dangerous. Did they start the line drive at him? They did. They did. And the ball came at him with the toe down. The point down, and it hit him, and it actually hit him, and it dropped straight down. So he did a great job of covering up on that. So 1st and 10 here, Saints at midfield with 5:31 to go. So St. Anne's going to come out and going to stay in the Maryland power eye now. Power eye here. Bucks with a 5-man front, hand off left guard tackle gap. And a gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down. Now, St. Ansgar's to the point where they just want to grind this thing out, give it to their horses. Van Vliet, Sievert, and Smith grind this thing out and run the clock down. But East Bush defense, you have to answer on this possession. Smith was a carry that time with 5 minutes to go now in the game. They're going to bleed the clock all the way down each time. I think they're running plays in with a guard. So what do you call the time? You got 3 timeouts left. Under 3. Under 3 we would have had. Yeah, under 3 is your first one. Ball between the hash marks, out of that strong eye, that stacked eye, or 3 players back to the back. Hand off left guard tackle gap, and there's no gain on the play. And so it's 3rd down. Out of bounds? No, they're going to wind it. No signal. 3rd down and 7. Clock still rolling. 3rd down and 7. Wind at the back of the Saints. So this one right here, a stop here, and that'd be probably my first time out, Kevin. I know I said under 3, but boy, you really want to make them punt here. 4:22 to go in the game. Clock winding up. No hurry by the Saints. Taking their time to come into the line, getting that play off. First down here is absolute backbreaker. I mean, you still have 3 timeouts, but your wishbone. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, hand off the fullback right side. Play by Weber, and no gain on the play. Are they going to call the timeout? Yes, Weber. Yep, here's what you call it. Yep. Good job, Jerry. And they do call the timeout. So that timeout comes with exactly 4 minutes to go in the contest. I'd like to thank these area sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Crop Production Services, Cy and Charlie's, East Buchanan Telephone, Watsy Valley Creamery, and the Winthrop Locker. 4th and 6 at the 48. 4 minutes to go. The Bucks down by 10, 27 to 4-17. I'm going to ask you this. Do you think the Saints go for it? Boy, no. You make it. You put it away, though. Yeah, but I think you got to punt. Keeping that field position. You got to make them. You got to make a team that can't. I'm not going to say they can't throw. You got to make a team that doesn't throw often. Is that the PC way to say it? That would be correct. The probability of them having success throwing was you got to make a team that doesn't throw often, march the field into the wind, into a 25-mile-an-hour wind with snow on the ground. That's the reasoning behind this punt right here. 2 deep men for the Bucks standing inside the 10. Punter standing back at the 40 for the Saints. Last punt here would be pretty cool. Late man getting into the ball game there. Now the Bucks have got their nose guard. It came in late, but he is in there now. So here we go. The snap, and nope, they're going to get it off. Bomb. Nice big kick. Should roll into the end zone. 80. And it's going to go out of the end zone. Here we go. They're playing the odds there, Kevin. So the Bucks take over with 3:44. Wouldn't you though, I suppose, 3:54 to go in the game. You're up by 10. You got the wind at your back.
That's a great call by Coach Clemens to get that thing punted through the end zone. Takes a chance. Maybe it dies at the 5, and they got to go 95. But East Buck got to go 80 here, and if they're going to do it, it's got to be with number 8. He's my pick to click on this possession. I know I've been saying his number all night, but he's their playmaker in the passing game.
So here we go. The Bucks still got a chance, 27-17. Now the Buccaneers have 2 timeouts left. So Twins on the right side. They've got everybody at the line of scrimmage except for one. Everybody up tight inside the box, anticipating the run. Quarterback can be a reverser on the far side of the field. Does he get around the corner turn? Nope. And stands him up and drops him for a big
Who
ball.
makes the play? Van Vliet. Their athletes are all over the field, Kevin.
2nd down and 15. Now, that reverse would have worked if they could have got around that end.
Yeah,
but that's a big but.
I don't know about that.
If there was anybody blocking him. 2nd down and 14 to go at the 16.
Risky call at 1st and 10. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Looking to anticipate the rush there, possibly.
Maybe. With the team speed on that side, you're running at their best player. I don't know. It's tough.
Double spot, single back in the backfield now for the Buccaneers. Now we get trips on the right side as one went in motion.
Little white trips.
Dropping straight back. Slant pass can be crossed. Caught. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Stops the clock with 3:02 to go.
Good catch there by number 14.
Continue on here. Under 3 minutes to go now.
Good catch by Schmidt and just got chopped down right at the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10. Let's see what Coach Schaefer's got in his bag of tricks here. Half pass, maybe? Double pass?
2:48 to go. We got to see something here. They got magic's got to happen for the Bucks.
So they got spread left tight.
Dropping back. Single coverage far.
Gonna be back. Number 8. There he was, Kevin.
That could have been a score. That could have been a score had he got a little bit more yardage. If also a little bit ahead of him, a little bit further, that would have been a score. That would have been a 3-point game.
Yeah, the wind just there was number 8.
That close. Well, they got to go for it here, don't they? They sure do. I don't know why you can give it up with 2:32.
Who cares about the score? You know what I mean? Who cares if you lose by this point?
Right. You got to get that score. Passing was almost almost. It was that close.
And you know what? Number 8 made that play all year long against everybody. It's just one of those things where
the wind ball knocked it down
just a little bit.
Here we go. Trips on the line. Game on the line. Pass across the middle is going to be batted around. No play. Triple coverage. And that is going to be ball turnover on downs to the Saints with 2:27 to go. Ball game. Saints now going to have to lose the game by forcing giving that ball up. That's simply the way it's got to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Saints have got to force it up here.
Cougars cascade at 42-21 on West Liberty, 11 to go, Kevin. That's the game switches at.
Well, the Bucks have got to be happy with how far they got this year. They got to the playoffs for the 18th time in the history of the school. Outstanding situation.
Yeah, with the stuff they have coming back, back-to-back first round. There's Smith just running like a madman. Holy cow, that kid runs off.
Did he run? High step.
All the way down to the 5.
Down to the 5. Trying to put that final nail in the coffin.
Oh, yeah, he's just running really hard right now, and they're going to score pretty easily, I would say, on this possession. But like I said, 2 first-round losses back-to-back years stings a little bit for East Buchanan. Look for their coaching staff does a nice job of keeping them motivated throughout the year. They got everything coming back next year. They lose Hole and Cook. That's pretty much it.
That's it, huh?
And Fagman, the kicker.
And we have no idea where the districts are going to be.
Oh, yeah, who knows?
We have no idea.
We might have to play either of these teams next year.
You might be going south.
Straight T backfield now.
Here we go. Hand off to the fullback inside. Still on his feet. Still moving forward. He's near the end zone. And they're going to say he's short. Yeah. What do you think? What are your first initial impression on how the state came out with their different classification of teams and how many are playing in the 5A on down, the 4A and so on? What are you thinking?
You want my PC version?
I want to hear it. I want to hear. This is the internet. I want to hear what you really think.
I think they catered to the big schools, Kevin, and they took a little bit of a dump on us smaller guys and said, we're going to cater to the big guys, and then what's left is going to go into Class A. So everybody's going to get capped at 54. 42 for the 4A, and then there's going to be 60-plus teams in Class A football.
That's a lot of football. That's a lot of teams.
With 16 teams making it. So out of 42 teams in 4A, 16 are going to make it. Okay. 63 teams in Class A, 16 are going to make it.
Wow. Yeah, do the math. Timeout on the field. Take one, too. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Your home for the best high school sports coverage in Eastern Iowa. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
First and goal to go. Our second and goal to go here for the Saints, up 27-17. And we got the spread out that offense once again here. Single back in the backfield. Quarterback on a handoff to fullback, and the Bucks are going to stop. Nope, he's in. Nope, yep, he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown comes with 1:08 to go off the dive. They spread the defense out and gave it to the fullback, dove across the line here. So now our score 33-17. This game much, much closer than what the score represents. Much, much closer.
Yeah, great effort by East Buchanan tonight. They just ran into a really good football team.
Same thing could have happened the other way. If the Bucks could have scored another touchdown up by 2 scores, right, you would have saw the Saints gambling like this.
I agree.
It's just the way it is.
They had to gamble late, and this is a 2-score ball game.
Yeah, they block again. Point after kick is blocked. Of course, you could have played it conservative, but then you still get beat by 2 scores. What's the point of that? You got to go. This is playoffs.
Here's what the score is.
Yeah, go for it. You got to go for it. So with 1:08 to go here, the Bucks are down 33-17. Great job for the Bucks this year, making the playoffs one more time once again here. Sure, it's a disappointment tonight, but they reflect on how they did, how well they played throughout the year. Really did a nice job. And so looks like the Saints will be moving on to play the winner of the Gladbrook
Rhinebeck won.
Did they?
14-0.
Defeated Wapsie Valley 14-0.
It'll be a rematch of last year's semifinal game in the Dome between Gladbrook Rhinebeck and St. Ansgar. The Gladbrook Rhinebeck won 28-14.
And you mentioned the Gladbrook Rhinebeck will be dropping down to Class 8. 8-man next year?
8-man, no doubt.
8-man next year?
They already played a full JV 8-man schedule this year.
So this is it for the Gladbrook Rhinebeck in Class A. So their last hurrah with a win over a very talented Wapsie Valley.
It's going to be in Gladbrook.
It will be, yeah. Yeah, this is good luck saying. Lots and lots of tradition down there in Gladbrook. But here too, lots of magic. Yeah, here too. That's why that home court really pays big dividends in the playoffs. Had this thing game been down to East Buchanan, things might have went the other way as well. You just don't know. A little bit of a short kick, going to be bounced, picked up at the 20, up to the 25, and the 30, and tackled at the 30-yard line. Coach Staff, Coach has got. They've got to be. Jerry's kid's got to be happy. Jerry's just.
Jerry's not happy for Jerry. He's not happy right now, but he'll look back and you'll reflect on the season. They had a great year. I think District 4 got a tough draw. They got the toughest draw in the state. Wapsie had to play Gladbrook at home, and East Buck has to drive 2 hours up here to St. Ansgar. Probably 2 of the best teams in the state. These 2 teams on any other bracket would have been playing in the Dome, I think. So, look forward to a really good game at Gladbrook next week.
Double slot formation now. Trips on the left side. Quarterback drops back. Pass is going to be caught and dropped. Caught the ball and then dropped it. Stops the clock with 59 seconds to go.
The fingers are real cold at this point.
They sure are. And the conditions, though, I think we are precipitation. It's
stopped snowing, but it's still the wind's still blowing. It's chilly. 59 seconds left here.
Yeah, it sure has been. It's been an interesting ball game. The Bucks were in it up until the fourth quarter, midway through the fourth quarter. Did everything they needed to do to stay in the ball game. Double slot formation for the Buccaneers. Slot man goes in motion from right to left now. Dropping back, past the single coverage is going to be caught. Oh, it cost the midfield of 50 down to the 48.
Good catch behind him, boy. They needed that from him a lot earlier. I don't know why they didn't go to that slant pass to Ole, go receiver side earlier on.
Double slot once again. Pass is going to be caught across the far side of the field at the 45.
Out of bounds.
And still fighting his way down to the 40. Didn't get out of bounds. Cook did a nice pass to Schmidt. And it's second down here. Timeout, East Buchanan. We'll take you in two here. You listen to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
East Buchanan Telephone wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. East Buchanan Telephone Cooperative, your total communication source in Winthrop. Call 319-935-3011 today. Good luck from East Buchanan Telephone.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
38 seconds to go. It's all that's left in the East Buchanan season. Bucks will bow out in the first round of Class A districts to a very fine St. Ansgar team. So under center, slot man goes in motion from right to left. Dropping back to pass. Throws it down the sideline. Going to be incomplete. Stops the clock with 35 seconds to go.
Motion to trips into the boundary there, Kevin. That's interesting call.
If he would have a curl pass, it would have been open. He would have been open.
Yeah, we'll stick her out there.
Possibly there, yeah. So it's third down and one. Actually, short two here. 35 seconds to go. Well, Coach Callum, good luck with your back surgery. Thanks for taking the ride up here with me tonight.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you guys won't see me next week anyway.
Dropping back, trips on the right side, pass, single coverage, far side of the field. Going to be incomplete, stops the clock with 29 seconds to go.
Oh, he almost made the adjustment on that back over his other shoulder.
The wind keeps pushing that ball over to the left side. And you can see that the Saints the crowd actually starting to leave. Isn't that interesting how everybody's kind of ducking out here? The game's still to go here, and a lot of guys are just kind of bowing out here. Crowd kind of filling out. East Buchanan, on the other hand, are all staying out in the field there. They're still waiting on the sidelines. Impressive how many Bucks came up here to watch the ball game.
Big crowd for East Buchanan.
Outstanding. Double slot formation, dropping back here. Pass is going to be caught. Good for first down. Inside the 25, 30, let's see, he's going to be down at the 33. Good for a first down.
They're going to burn it. 20 seconds.
And so take the time out here.
Is Schaefer setting up the hook and ladder?
It sure looked like it.
Yeah, it looks like it. It was just the hooks were there. There's no ladder.
Yeah.
Watch it. They ran it. They'll run it. Yeah, I've seen it. They'll run it.
Yeah, that's quite a play. It's very effective.
Oh, yeah, they ran that wheel route either. They love that wheel route out of the backfield.
What do you think they're waiting for?
I don't know. 20-second play. They killed Lisbon with it last year in the first round.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Kept them in the ball game. 3 long ones.
Yeah.
They were up 21-6 in that ball game. Lisbon came back and won it 30.
And what about that impressive win, Edco over Lisbon to end their season? Area teams playing well. You guys played well.
Yeah, we played well late. And actually, that game at Waukesha was 14-0 at half, 14-0 late in the third there. So,
Northeast Iowa, you got some great teams. You got some really good, solid football teams. You got a lot of communities that are passionate about football.
District 4, yeah, with that tough draw, but it was a tough district all year.
Trips on the right side, dropping back, pass to the side. Lynn's going to knock it up here, and it's batted around. And does he catch it? Nope, falls incomplete.
That was that wheel route there. We called it.
Yes, you did. You are a man that should be coaching football.
I usually do for about 14 weeks out of the season.
Is that what you do? Oh, okay.
I like to watch football as well.
Do you? You like Canadian football?
That's Katie standing right behind you. Taking notes all over. I'm always writing down plays.
33-17 our score here in the fourth quarter. The Saints have got this one wrapped up. The Buccaneers with the ball. And they are
trying to get into some kind of formation.
At the 31-yard line. Yeah. Long count. Now we got trips on the right side. And they're going to throw it. Yeah, that was just the timing was off on that one.
couldn't quite get in the right formation there, and one guy thought he was covered, and then the other guy didn't know if he was covered up, so we got illegal procedure call here.
So we know for sure that one of the area teams are moving on for sure. Cascade will be moving on to the second.
I haven't seen a West Delaware score for a while, have you?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen one lately.
Hey, Spotter, get on that.
Spotter's got to get on that. He's on his coffee high, his first coffee.
He said he just 2 drinks and had to bail on it. He went to get a
yeah, still, he's had his first coffee, nonetheless. At the ripe old age of an 8th grader, right?
13.
13, he had his first coffee here at St. Ansgar.
Guys on line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, pass on sideline. It's up to grab to be picked off. And if you got run back, breaks the tackle at the 30.
That's the quarterback.
And down to, you better get down. Why hurt yourself? And clock expires, and that's it. So the Saints have defeated the Buccaneers in the first round of Class A playoffs, 33-17. Jared Cowan, head coach of the Northland Lynx, thanks for coming with us. It's been a great time.
Thanks for having me, Kevin. Hats off to East Buchanan on an outstanding season. Coach Alden, Head Coach Schaefer, all his staff do an outstanding job. They came out short tonight against a really good football team, 33-17, but they don't hang their heads on this season.
Absolutely not. So, for Jared Cowan, this is Kevin Schickman. Good night, everybody, and thanks for listening. You've been listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
The area online and playback high school football game of the week has been brought to you by the KMCH Sports Boosters. Sports Director of KMCH is John Swisher. Station owner, Jim Koloff. Station Manager, Jackie Coates. Program Director, Mike Johnson. Sales Coordinator, Rhonda Menson. For more information about KMCH Sports, check out our website at kmch.com or email John at sports@kmch.com. This has been a local sports presentation of Delaware County Broadcasting. KMCH Radio, Manchester, Iowa.